Today on the channel, we're going to try it again for a second time, and fingers crossed it goes better than the last time, as today on the channel, we're unboxing Omega Spawn.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Spawn unboxing and review. And today we've got some history here on the channel, as once again, yes, once again, we have Omega Spawn. But remember, for all your Omega Spawn needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Make sure you use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 does ship free. But today we got Omega Spawn. Again, if you guys are familiar, a couple of weeks back, we tried to unbox this on the channel, and it was some of the hottest garbage we've ever had here on this review table, as both hands broke off of this figure. Very, very leery of this one. I got a little PTSD, I am not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous to unbox this. Of course, in the comments, people said I was faking it. People said I was so hard. They watch my videos, I'm so hard on my toys. I mean, come on, why would I make this up? I'm not making anything up. It is my first-hand reviews, and I think that's one of the things about my channel that I do differently than others out there, as I like to get everything with my first reactions here on this channel, where others, they maybe unbox this, play with it, have it for a while, then do a review. I like the spur of the moment. What is my first impressions? What is the first thing I think about when I get these out of the package? And that's how I do my reviews. You guys, longtime viewers, you guys do know that, but we've never done a rehash of a review before. We've never said, okay, first one didn't go so hot, and I think that was the first ever review I just walked away, said, I am done, this is the hottest garbage, I'm done with it. I did take back that one to Target. They took it back, no issues. They were fine with me taking this Omega Spawn back. However, I went to another Target in my town. I did not take it back to that one, and I saw this Omega Spawn on the shelf again, so I'm like, oh, wait, where it is, there it is. Both hands were broken off of that Omega Spawn as well. So there seems to be some quality issues with this one. I haven't heard of a recall. I haven't seen McFarlane put anything out about this. But buyer beware, if you see this at the stores, maybe check the hands. Just give it a little bit check. One other thing I've noticed is the bubble cracked on a lot of these. The one I had was cracked. The one I saw in the store was cracked. This one has a cracked bubble on it. So very, very interesting. But like I said, I got a little PTSD. I'm a little bit nervous to unbox this one, as the last one did not go so hot. I am hopeful this one goes a lot better. Now, a lot of people in the last video said in the comments that they're not all like that. Well, obviously they're not all like that. And no matter what toy, any toy we ever unbox to the channel, there's always going to be one or more that breaks out of the package. That's just the way it is. Nothing is perfect. We should all know that by now. But that was my experience, my true experience, and that's what you're going to get here today. So enough jibber jabber. Let's get down to it. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So Omega Spawn, please treat me right. Let's do this. Let's be friends. Hopefully this works out. But there he is, Omega Spawn. In the package, there he is, a big mega figure, but not mega figure like the Violator, as we know. We're going to have a little rehash from that last one. My biggest gripe with this one, outside of it breaking before, was the $50 price point for this. This does not feel $50. Yes, it's a new world. Yes, the new inflation world. But when you can get Violator 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, what is time? You can get him for $30 or so, $39, somewhere in that mix. This for an extra $10 for a smaller figure just doesn't quite sit right, but that's what happens with inflation. It takes a while to get used to the new price points, but this one doesn't truly feel like a mega figure, at least to me. But big, big window box, of course, there. Got Spawn on the side, the Omega Spawn right there. Big Omega Spawn artwork there. No blurb, no anything like that. No card with this one, so we don't really know a lot. I guess we have to look it up our own. But we'll get down to business here, and let's see what's going on inside the package. And of course, I got to get this out. Maybe. He's going to fight me. I think this one's going to be just a fight. It's going to be a fight to the end. Of course, got to get the stand out of here. Come on. Let's make Kyle's last stand. There it is, off to the races. See you later, goodbye. And then we get this Spawn stand right there. Very cool, and then nothing else really here. So we're off to the races. See you later, goodbye. There it goes. Whoa, what the heck? What is that all about? This thing's cursed. Get out of here. See you later, goodbye. What the heck is going on? Why is this coming back to me? It's like a boomerang. Get out of here. See you later. for good Omega Spawn fighting me to the end. I don't know what's going on here today, but we got the stand, we got the see you laters. Now we get him in the plastic prison. Let's see what's going on with Omega Spawn. Boy, it's getting dangerously close to unboxing time. I am extremely nervous about this one. But there he is right there. We're going to start cutting him out. Got the big wrapping at the waist, ready to go. Got the hands. Oh, got to be delicate on these hands. And I think that's part of the pressure is they have the lacing right there, right where the hand meets. So I think that's putting extra pressure on these figures. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, guys. I've never been so nervous for an unboxing because I really don't want to have to take this back again. I'm going to feel like just some kind of crazy person if I have to do that. But we'll see what happens. There's some twist ties. I think we're off to the races. I'm going to take him out as gentle as I can out of the packaging here. Oh my gosh, this just makes me nervous. This makes me so nervous. And the hand is wrapped into the plastic a little bit. All right, maybe. And there it is. We got that out. Off to the races. See you later. Now it's time for the rubber to hit the road. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I hope this goes a lot better than the last one. That's all I'm going to say. But we got Omega Spawn here, a big version of Spawn. Of course, Spawn we're used to being a little bit smaller. This is a little bit bigger version. Not quite, like I said, Violator size. Not mega figure size to me, but it's priced like a mega figure. But I guess it is what it is at this point. But let's walk through the articulation. I'm nervous, but let's walk through it. So we got the shoulders that go back and forth, a little bit of shoulder play in there, except we are limited by this big cape, and we'll talk about this cape here in a second. There is no bicep cut. We do got single jointed elbows on this guy. Now we're going to get down to the hand. I'm nervous. I am nervous to move the hands on this guy. I'm going to be as gentle as possible. I'm not going to be rough. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we got movement on the hand. These are much better on the hands than the last one I had. Much better. I am happy on that one, but we're not done yet. We got to check the other hand too. So how about this hand? Can we get some movement out of it? Oh yes. Oh yeah. So a little bit better this time around. So I am not as worked up as I was. So we do get some good movement here. Of course, I was not rough on it before. It's doing the exact same thing I did before, but this one, something quality control. It's just the way it is. So this one, much better in the hand department. Very happy to report that. Got the big hula hoop action at the top there, and then waist, so you get the double articulation there. Tons of articulation. He can do those big old Spawn splits, and what we see with these Spawn mega figures is the diaper. It's like these guys are all wearing diapers. He is in that same boat. He's got some diapers to let the legs move around a little bit more. We got double jointed knees down here, and then we get the ankles back and forth, up and down, and then you got that big patented McFarlane toe articulation. I'm here for that as well. His head does move around. It is limited by his cape. Once again, this big cape is limiting a lot of things. But this Spawn's interesting one. Got a very devilish look to him. Got some horns going on. Very Malebolgia looking, if you guys remember Malebolgia, of course. Got the green eyes, got the teeth, looking really nice. Got the Spawn motif. He looks like Spawn. He's got the paintings on the painting, whatever you want to call it, on his chest. That does look good. I love the red down here on the legs. And then like a lot of these Spawn figures, they got spikes all over the body. That's what keeps those 13 and unders from playing with this. Sorry, Elle. Sorry, Emma. You guys can't touch this because it's 14 and up to be able to play with this toy, and rightfully so. A lot of sharp spikes throughout. Got the chain across the front. Then you get the big old cape going on. It is cape season after all, and as we do know, Lando Calrissian ushered in cape season, and it's never left. It's never left. Usually it's just a couple of months. It's been like 2 years running now at this point, but we get a big cape going on. Spikes throughout here. Very Conan the Barbarian-esque cape is what this kind of reminds me of, but really good color to it. Nice brown with a dark wash. Really works with the total motif of this character here. Just a big figure, but not giant figure. It just doesn't feel like it's quite worth the price point. I guess my pro tip is probably wait on this one because 50 is just crazy. Maybe you can get a coupon at Target. Maybe you can find an online deal. Get this guy a little bit cheaper. Around the $30 price point would feel a lot better. I feel he's worth $10 to $12 more than your traditional Spawn figures. That makes a lot more sense to me. But he does look cool, he does look bad, he does look big, he does look evil, he does fit on a Spawn stand. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He is a little top heavy, and especially with that cape. That cape is very heavy and does bring him back a little bit, so you got to really work it. But he will stand eventually. But see, like that cape really holds him back. So I don't know if a cloth cape would have been better. I don't know what you could have done, but that cape does add a ton of weight to this figure. and it's going to be just very difficult to get him to stand. So he could be one of those guys that's a leaner against your bookshelf. Oh, there we go. I got him to stand finally. There he is. Let's compare him to some other ones. Like I said, this Violator figure for like $30. He was even on clearance for $20 in some areas. It feels like a heck of a better value to get this one, even at $50, than this one at $50. I mean, it's just right in front of your eyes. And like I said, that's the power and the pain points of inflation, as we're so used to paying certain prices, and it's tough. It takes a while to get used to new price points, and I don't know if I'll ever get used to the price point of $50 for a figure of this size from a modern toy line like McFarlane. I mean, this isn't limited production like Super 7 and some of the other ones. This is McFarlane. It's at retail. So it just feels a little strange at $50 price point for me. And then you get some from this line like the Nightmare Spawn. So the Nightmare Spawn is half the cost of Omega Spawn. Does that seem like the price points work for you? I don't know. You got to tell me in the comments down below, I guess, how you justify the price points on these guys. But to me, these feel like they're almost in the same universe as far as price points. Really, that's how they feel. But once again, you guys tell me your thoughts. So there it is, Nightmare Spawn taking a hitter. Let me know your thoughts on this Spawn, the old Omega Spawn. I appreciate all you guys keeping your fingers crossed through this review for me, because this would have been just an absolute disaster. If he would have broke, I probably would have thrown this thing across the room. I probably would have flipped this table over and knocked the camera over at the same time. I would have been so irate and so furious. Just happy to report this did work out. I did get a bum one. That's what I expected, but nobody ever wants to be the one that gets the bum one. I think we'd all agree on that one. But let me know your thoughts on Omega Spawn. If you picked it up, you playing the long game, or you're passing totally, let me know. I think there's a lot of people passing totally because they're wary of some of these issues with the figure, and that is totally understandable. But make sure you do like this video. You made it this far. I got PTSD from this review, so at least you can do is like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn the old notification bell on, as we got videos every single day and then some. And then don't forget about the Patreon channel, where you can get early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, Q&A, pizza reviews, you name it, all over there on the old Patreon channel. And then ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget to follow along on social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Omega Spawn, a much improved Omega Spawn, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.